Hello there, little friend. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here today. Oh, please don't be frightened. I'm here to help take care of you today, alright? Yes, it's alright. You can feel free to talk in whatever way is most comfortable to you. I've been caring for the animals in this forest for a very, very long time, and I am fluent in fox, badger, hedgehog, field mouse, rabbit, owl, about 63 different kinds of birds, deer, blackbeard, and a few others. But rest assured, you may speak however you would like, and I will be able to understand you all right. It is my responsibility and my honour to make sure that you are doing all right. So, did you come in today because there's something particularly wrong, or just for a bit of a checkup? Right. Okay, so nothing really blatantly wrong physically, but just a bit of a lack of energy these days and not quite feeling like your normal chipper self. Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. We'll see what we can do about that, alright? I'll start out with just a nice, simple examination. Right, we'll make sure that I don't see anything that might physically be the cause of that. We'll test some of your senses, just to make sure that everything is alright. And then we'll take a look at your energy and your aura as well. Okay? Hopefully we'll be able to find the cause of your lack of energy. There's quite a lot going on in the world right now. We are relatively safe here in the forest haven, but of course every once in a while the energy from out there seeps into here and unfortunately can affect sweet little souls like you as well. So I will make sure that we do everything that we can to get you feeling safe and energized and like yourself once more. Okay? Alright, wonderful. Let me put this down for now. Now, could you tell me, where in the forest do you live exactly? Oh yes, that's a lovely meadow. That's the one right by the stream, right? Wonderful. Do you live in the larger thicket or the smaller thicket? I see. I've heard wonderful things about there. Do you like it there? Good. I'm so glad. Have you noticed anything unusual about your environment in that particular area? Right, no unusual pollution in the air or in the water? No mass plants dying or anything like that? Good. I'm glad to hear it. Alright, well, I think I will start out just doing a nice preliminary examination, okay? Is it alright if I touch you and your fur? Alright, thank you. I just want to make sure that I don't see anything by means of injuries, dryness, irritation, bug bites even can sometimes cause a lack of energy, anything like that, alright? Let me go get my little brush here. Is it alright if I brush through your fur a little bit? Okay, just a little bit. It does look like you keep yourself nicely groomed. This will just help me separate the fur a little bit and make sure that I see all the way down to the skin. You haven't had any excessive itching or dryness or anything like that? Good, well then I'm sure I won't find anything. I just want to make sure. Right. Let me just use this then. Good, good. If I do anything at any time that causes you any sort of discomfort, please do let me know, alright? And I'll stop right away. Just want to get a good idea of how you're doing physically and mentally too, of course. Just making sure that you are okay. As I said, I've been doing this a very, very long time. The forest has grown quite a lot through my time here. The world outside ebbs and flows, ebbs and flows. Sometimes they forget how small their lives are in the shadow of the trees that have outlived them all. They don't all care about that though. It's more about what they perceive as power, what the world can give them, instead of what the world just inherently is. But there are those out there who still understand. A few anyway. Alright. I'm not seeing any issues in your fur or your skin. No signs of dryness or irritation or fleas. Nothing of the sort. So you are perfectly clean. That's wonderful. Now I would like to just take a little look at your eyes, see how they are working, and then we'll do your ears too, alright? So starting out, I'd like you to just look at this candle, okay? Just watch this candle. I'm going to move it around and try to just follow it with your eyes, alright? Just follow that candle with your eyes. Good, good. It goes back there. Good. It gets rather close. Don't worry, I won't get so close that it will singe you. You might feel a bit of the warmth as it comes closer, but I'll make sure. Good. Right, excellent. Now I'm just going to cover this eye with my hand, alright? Okay, now continue to follow that light, alright? Good. Good, 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 good. Alright, now tell me when you cannot see the light, alright? Good. 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 Alright, well done. Now we're going to do the same with the other eye, alright? So I'm going to cover up this one. Start out just following it with your eyes if you can. Good. I know it's a bit distracting with those smaller lights in the background, but you're doing a good job. Alright, now again, tell me when you cannot see the light, alright? Good. 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 Excellent. All right, well done. Well done. Have you noticed any changes in your vision or any pain or anything like that? All right, good. Now, I'm going to bring this a bit closer just so I can get a good look inside of your eyes. You can pick a spot behind me, all right? Wherever you would like. Just focus on that spot and not on the light. Just to make sure. Alright, I'm going to touch your eyelid here. Could you look down for me, please? Look down. Look down. Good. Alright, and then look up for me, please. Good. And look to the right. Good, good, good. And look to the left. Good, good. Now this other eye, alright? Pick another spot back there. Just don't look at the light. Alright, now could you look up for me, please? Okay. And look down, please. Good. And now look to the right. Good. And to the left. Right, good. Good, good. I'm not seeing any sort of signs of redness or irritation or anything like that. That's very good. You know, some people do have some issues with that in the springtime, just with different flowers blooming and the seasons changing, but it looks like you're one of the lucky ones. Good. Alright, now I would like to just take a quick look into your ears, alright? I'm going to use this fluffy little device here. It's just a very, very soft little ball that will help me look around and clean out any sort of earwax or anything like that. But it shouldn't hurt at all. If you do happen to feel any sort of irritation or tenderness at anything that I'm doing, please let me know right away, alright? Okay, I'm going to start over here on this side, alright? Okay. Any sort of discomfort when I'm pressing? Alright, good. Good, good, good. Not seeing anything that would cause any sort of alarm over on that side, okay? I'm going to take a look at the other side, alright? Just keep holding nice and still for me, okay? Alright. Any irritation with pressing there? Good, good, good. Good. Well, I didn't see anything that would cause any sort of alarm over there either. That's very good. Now, I would like to just take a moment and look inside your mouth, okay? So I'm just going to hold this up. Just open your mouth nice and wide for me. Good, I'm going to use this just to press down on your tongue a little bit, okay? Not too much, just want to make sure all of your little teeth Looking very healthy, wonderful. You must have been to the forest dentist lately. Did you go to the owl or the badger? Yes, I very much prefer him. He's quite nice. The badger seemed to just want to lecture me a little bit, which I suppose some people need. Alright, good. I don't see any issues with that. Any sort of irritation around the mouth or anything? Any teeth falling out that shouldn't be? No. Okay, good. Alright, now we've already sort of tested your vision a little bit, but I would like to test your sense of smell as well. That's very important for you and for many different creatures here in the forest, to make sure that your sense of smell is nice and acute. Sometimes when we're feeling a bit tired or out of sorts, our senses can suffer a little bit too, so I just want to make sure that there's no issues with that, alright? Okay. I've got a few different little bottles over here that have different substances in them. I'm going to hide it with my hand at first, alright? So you can guess what the scent is. There we are. Now give that a good sniff there. Yes, it's a rather common floral scent, that's right. Any guesses as to what? Well done, yes, that one is full of lavender. A lovely soothing scent, one that we have in abundance here in the forest. Good. Now, for this one, a bit of a bigger jar here. I'm just going to hold my hand like this so you can't see it again. Tell me what you smell in there. Stronger, yes. Very good, yes. This one is dried lemon. Lovely, refreshing, citrusy scent. Not necessarily important for you for finding food in them to like, but still a good scent profile to be able to identify. Alright, put this one away for now. There we are. Alright, now this next one, another slightly smaller one. I'm going to hide it with my hand again. Take off that cork there. This one might be a little bit trickier, but let me know if you can identify that, or what type of smell, or if it reminds you of anything. Another floral, that's right. A bit stronger, Any specifics as to what floral? That's alright. You can take your time. Take a nice deep breath. Very close, actually. This is forget-me-nots. Dried forget-me-nots. A lovely, vibrant purple flower. Rather delicate when they are living, but when they're dried like this, they have a very strong scent. Well done. And now I have one more. This one is very challenging, so it's okay if you don't get it. I'm just a bit curious. See if you can identify this one. It's something that grows quite abundantly in our forest. You might actually like it as a snack. A berry, that's right. Any idea what berry? Right, it's not raspberry or blackberry. Very good. These are dried wolfberry. well done. As I said, an excellent snack. Would you like one? Sure. You did a wonderful job. You can have a treat. There you are. Good. You can't have any more because I do need these to test other patients, but you can have the one. Just don't tell anyone. Alright, well, I'm not sensing any issues with your sense of smell either, which is very good. I would like to test your hearing a little bit, alright? Okay. I've got this little tool. Have you seen one of these before? Right, yes. It's called a kalimba, or a finger piano, some people call it that too, alright? Just going to play a few notes on either side. You tell me when you can hear them, okay? Right, start over here. Good. 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 Excellent. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this ear, alright? Good. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good. Well done. Well done. Now I'm going to play two notes at the same time. I want you to tell me which note is higher, either the first note or the second note, okay? So here's the first note. And here's the second note. Which note was higher? The first one. Good, good. That one was a bit easy. We're going to do a few slightly trickier ones just to really see how you're doing, alright? So here is the first note. And here's the second. The second was higher. Good job, good job. Alright, new set here. Here is the first note. And the second. Good, good, good. Note number 1. Note number 2. Good. Note number 1 or number 2. Good. Number 1 or number 2. Good. Number 1 or number 2. Good, 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 good. Can you hear those all right? Good. All right. I'm not noticing any issues with your hearing either. You did rather good. Even the very quiet notes you picked up on. So that's quite good. You haven't noticed any issues with your hearing lately, have you? Good. Good. Glad to hear it. Well, I suppose that's good news and bad news. It doesn't seem as though there's any sort of physical reason for your lack of energy or ailments. You're not experiencing anything, any pain anywhere else in the body. Alright, yes. I think then that it might be something to do more with energy that has been affecting you. Have you been told that you're sensitive to other people's energies? Okay, that can certainly happen. especially if you are someone who is gentle in nature, very observant, very aware of other people's feelings, empathetic, considerate, whatever word you want to use. Sometimes we do pick up the energies around us, whether it be other creatures or just energies in the air, in nature, anything like that. So I think I will start out just taking a nice examination of your aura now, okay? Alright, give me a moment. Right, I'm going to use these little tools here. These are water globes, but these are enchanted water globes. These have water in them from the Fey Spring at the heart of the mountain, and then they have been blessed with some pixie dust as well, so they're able to pick up on abnormalities in a person's aura, anything that might be affecting you that's a little out of the ordinary. Right? So I'm going to start just bringing these around your aura a little bit. Okay. Do you hear a sound when I shake them? Good. Okay. I see. Right. Alright. Interesting. Definitely some abnormalities here. Some energy clinging to you that is not your own. Something that you seem to have picked up that is negatively affecting you. Can't have that. It is the cost of being considerate and observant. Not that those are bad things, those are very, very good things. It just means that every once in a while you might need someone else who is considerate and observant and can help rid you of those energies, which it is my great honour to do. Alright, I'm just going to sort of roll these. Definitely. Alright. Now I'm just kind of pinpointing where that energy is. We can try to identify what type of energy needs to be removed. Okay, good. Alright, I've got a decent idea of that, but I'm going to need another tool to help me really get an idea what needs to be done, alright? This is my chakra pendulum. Each of the stones here, as you can see, has a different colour and is associated with a different energy point in the body. And this will help me determine where the energy is in your energy, and perhaps which energy points are out of alignment for you too, okay? So I just want you to watch this as it starts to swing. It's going to go rather quickly. I know it's a little challenging, but try to just watch that with your eyes as best as you can. Alright. Ignore my hand, okay? Just watch the pendulum as best as you can. If you'd like, you can focus on one particular colour. It's rather easy to follow that bright orange, or maybe the blue, the lighter blue. Whichever colour you would like, or you can just watch the whole thing. Just keep your eyes on that pendulum, okay? Okay. Right. Alright. doesn't look as though it's affecting just one particular chakra, but we will just do an overall healing and see how that goes. Sort of on a more of a case by case basis. Definitely more of an overall energy, possibly from a different person around you who is very negative, has been dragging you down. Is there someone like that in your life? Perhaps, if possible, it might be best to give them a little bit of space. Just a little. Or to protect yourself from their energy, using different techniques too. Alright, well done. Now, I think starting out, we're going to use these. These are my spirit shears. They are very ancient scissors made of pewter, hand forged, especially for me, and then blessed by the goddess of the night with her cleansing, calming energy. You know, some people see the night as dark and scary, but oftentimes we do our best thinking at night. Not always, sometimes we also make very big mistakes at night, but if we are in a reflective mood, the night time can be a wonderful time for clarity. And it's a wonderful time to say goodbye to the aches and pains of the day. And these scissors are wonderful for snipping away negative energy, saying goodbye to it. So I'm just going to take these. I'm going to try to pull out this negative energy and then give it a snip, alright? Alright. You don't have to do anything for this part in particular. There we go. Good. If you would like to take some deep breaths, you are welcome to, of course. But you don't have to. If you would like, take a deep breath in and out. Good. Breathe in and out. Good. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. There we go. Good. You can continue breathing deeply on your own if you would like, or just have your breath return to normal, however you would like. Yes, these are very powerful, aren't they? Definitely quite a lot. Whoever this person is, they seem to be draining your energy and giving you their negative energy instead. Not very nice. Although they're probably unaware that they're doing it. In some cases they might be aware. Usually it's the people who don't believe in that sort of thing that are the worst of the problems. In my experience, anyway. But that is okay. We'll get it all snipped away for you. The pulling is helpful, of course, but it's the snipping that really makes sure that the energy doesn't come back, that it can't just suck right back onto you. It's a bit more final, I suppose it does feel rather final, doesn't it, when someone snips, 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 snips. These are also very good for giving haircuts, especially if you're getting a haircut after a particularly unfortunate event like a breakup, or you need a fresh start in life or something. These are wonderful for helping you let go. Clean slate. Snip, snip, snip. Not that I encourage rushing out to get a haircut if you're not in a good emotional state. But it is just hair that grows back. If you ever do happen to do that, I have a wonderful fairy friend. She's rather vain. I wouldn't want to spend all that much time with her. There's only so much talking about her that I can do. But she is rather sensitive to people who get bad haircuts, and so she has the magic to help you regrow your hair. I suppose vanity has its place, doesn't it? So should that ever happen, let me know and I will connect you with my very vain fairy friend. Oh, her name is Andromeda. Yes, as I said, she is very lovely, she really is. But definitely knows that she's lovely. She runs a lovely fairy salon. Not everyone who works for her is quite so vain, but I suppose it does help the line of work that she's in. There we go. Just a few more here, I think. Just want to make sure we really release this negativity that was not yours to carry in the first place. Of course, there is stress, worry, tension that everyone carries a little bit. But we don't need to be carrying any from anyone else. We all have our own burdens to bear. Hopefully this will help take out some of your burdens too. But at least, definitely all of this foreign energy. Alright. Good. This will probably help your stress feel lighter too. Alright. I think I've gotten all of the foreign energy. There's a few smaller pieces here that look like they do perhaps originate from you, but I can still take care of them for you. Just some of this unnecessary anxiety. As I said, the world outside of the forest is rather crazy. Some worry is understandable, but we don't want it to rule our lives, do we? We must keep on, as they say. So, we'll just take out some of that too. There we go. Now just a few little pieces here. I'm just going to snip away for you. Other than that, I think you're looking much, much better. Good. Are you feeling better? Wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that. Now, something that I always do after an energy snipping is to take this lovely feather here. This is a pheasant feather. Not a particularly magical bird per se, but this one has been dipped into the Fey pool and is wonderful for just clearing away any sort of residual energy, alright? So I'm just going to use this and just brush around your aura to make sure that there aren't any little snippets of energy that we missed, okay? Alright. Just brush. Gently brushing away. Brushing away. Just let all of that go. Any of that negativity, any of that worry that you don't need to carry anymore. Any of the burdens that you have been holding on to for far too long. Just going to brush it all away. Alright, I think that is looking rather good. I just want to get sort of the outliers of your aura here to make sure that we've got everything brushed off. There. I think that is looking much better now. Now, it might take a little while for releasing that energy to really make you feel like you've got your energy and your spark back. Sometimes releasing energy, the process of it can be a little bit draining too, but in the long run that should help get you back to feeling yourself, alright? If by tomorrow, after a nice long rest, you are not feeling yourself still, please come back and we'll try something else, okay? But there was quite a lot of other people's negativity hanging to you, so I think with that gone and a good night's sleep tonight, you should be feeling right as rain tomorrow. You are looking rather tired though. As I said, energy work is no small matter. It can be a bit draining. Well then, as your doctor, I prescribe that you go home and get a nice filling meal and then some good sleep, okay? Alright. And as I said, if you need me, I'm always here and happy to help. But I think tomorrow